Mike and John got it going on. I'm tired. Got it going on.
Did you forget your own lyrics?
My tongue is too fat in my mouth.
Wow. Okay, that's a way to start the show.
Is it for all the candy canes?
Yeah.
All the mint or the whatever in the candy canes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what does it?
I'm coming down from the tour bus.
I see.
Extravaganza.
Yeah. Wow. You.
Yes, you were on the road with Loverboy and
Night Ranger.
And Night Ranger. Right?
Couldn't refuse.
Yeah. So that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So how was the show?
It was actually really good. Night Ranger, in my opinion, blew away Loverboy. They were like really amazing.
I believe that.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were opening, but it was.
Wait a minute. Night Ranger opened for Loverboy?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Now I wonder if those two, like city to city, they just flip. Like you open for Michigan and we'll open in Illinois. And,
whoever's bus gets there first gets to be the main act.
They have one bus, I think.
Oh, you think they're all on one bus?
Like the Partridge Family.
Yeah, but it was really good. Just like the Elton John concert I reviewed, it just makes me smile from the inside out seeing these old people rocking out.
They're not old.
And still
they're seasoned veterans.
Yes.
Just like us.
But they are so good. They're good, you know. Loverboy, the keyboard player, did a harmonica solo. And I tell you what, it was... Well, I had some drinks in me. Maybe it wasn't that great.
He's really good on that harmonica, man.
No, it was a lot of fun.
Now, was it one of those harmonicas? Did he do it like this, or did he have the thing in front?
No, he did it like this, yeah.
So it wasn't like you went to the orthodontist and had some kind of braces thing going
No.
Okay.
It was really cool. Highly recommend Soaring Eagle Casino.
Yeah, they do good shows there.
Yeah, really, really impressed. Very clean. It's not too crowded.
So was it your first show at Mount Pleasant?
Inside.
Inside, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I've been to the outside, which is,
I was at the Soaring Eagle when it was just a shed, and it was the shed casino. There was no concerts going on there. Dirt floor and everything.
Really? How old are you?
Well, you went to Central.
Yeah, when I was at Central.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, let's go to the casino.
Let's see if I can pay off my tuition bill. Come on, everybody.
Didn't happen. So I went out in my car and I played my Loverboy cassette. The kid was not hot tonight. All right, it's Mike and John got it going on. Cougar Monday, and we are going to announce the big winner of our giveaway.
Yes.
With Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
Yay.
We used our high-tech,
very high-tech
website, courtesy of our web guy, Austin Lee, of course, from Orb Solutions, orb.solutions. He's the one that has completely revamped our website. And,
actually, he wants to be called Webman.
Yeah, he's
like
a
superhero.
It's a new Marvel
hero.
And so he's the one that put together the Mike and John GIGO holiday giveaway with a beautiful pendant worth more than $500 from Cougar and Binkley Jewelers. And he set it up so that everyone who entered, and they had up to 9 ways that they could enter.
Wow.
Would then automatically be that we would just have to click a button that says pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
And before the show, with witnesses,
picked a winner.
We picked the winner.
One witness with a swelled tongue and a hat and lights on, who is very festive for
Thank you.
the holidays.
And the
we
winner?
didn't decorate our...
No.
After News, which is brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
All right, I guess that's
keep them hanging, John.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're hanging. All right, here's what's going on. A 22-year-old quarter horse gelding in Livingston County had to be euthanized last week after contracting West Nile virus. The Equine Disease Communications Center said the gelding, who was unvaccinated, began displaying clinical signs November 28th. He had a fever and ataxia and was reportedly progressing to being unable to remain standing. West Nile virus is transmitted to horses via bites from infected mosquitoes. It has no cure, but some horses can recover with supportive care. And mortality rates in horses can reach 30 to 40%, although studies have shown vaccines are effective prevention tools for West Nile virus. 2 passers-by who tried to assist other drivers Saturday night in Livingston County were seriously injured after they themselves were struck. According to the Livingston County Sheriff's Office, deputies were dispatched just after 9:30 p.m. to a single vehicle crash on the overpass of eastbound 96 and US 23 in Brighton Township involving a 2006 Chrysler driven by a 75-year-old Redford man. After striking the median wall, the car was left disabled in the travel lane. It was then hit by a 2018 Jeep Cherokee driven by a 35-year-old Wixom woman. Before deputies arrived on the scene, though, a 42-year-old Royal Oak woman and a 52-year-old man from Howell stopped on the shoulder of the roadway to assist. Both were outside their vehicles when they were struck by a 2012 Chevy Malibu driven by a 27-year-old Warren man. Both of the Good Samaritans were taken to area hospitals with critical injuries. The driver of the original crash was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Alcohol does not appear to be an issue, but officials say weather and speed are contributing factors. The incident remains under investigation by the Livingston County Major Crash Team, and it goes without saying, authorities say in a situation like that, they are asking people not to get out of your vehicle, especially on a freeway. Wait for first responders to arrive on the scene. Livingston authorities are asking local residents to offer up any information they may have about a suspected sexual predator. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office said they've been asked by their counterparts in Ingham County to share information about 70-year-old Gerald Allen Sutter of Lansing Township, who's in custody and charged with 3 counts of criminal sexual conduct involving a 16-year-old victim. Authorities describe Sutter as a well-known athletic official for youth sports who was involved in sports from youth levels into college, mostly in mid-Michigan. Livingston County residents with information related to the case are encouraged to contact the Sheriff's Department Detective Bureau. You'll find that number at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. At this time, the Livingston County Sheriff's Office has not identified any victims in Livingston County, but again, they released the man's picture and details, and just in case there is somebody that might have information. And again, you can see Mr. Sutter's picture on our website, as well as the number for the Livingston County Sheriff's Office Detective Bureau. That's mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And we will have the winner of our holiday giveaway with Cougar and Binkley Jewelers next.
Yay.
Mark Binkley could barely drive a car when his dad bought the best jewelry store in town from Mr. Cooper. He spent a lot of time there after school and weekends, enough to know that he loved the jewelry business. Mark and his family were exiting a Sunday church service when Mark saw something more dazzling than any precious stone: Barb Lockery. Successful and beautiful was a combination too great to resist, and around Valentine's Day, a nervous and pale Mark Binkley asked Barb Lockery to be his bride. They were married in the rustic, cozy church sanctuary where they met, and decided to build Cougar and Binkley Jewelers together. You'll see them there every day, working hard just like you, helping people make special times in their lives even more special with a gift from Cougar and Binkley. They'd love to hear your stories of romance at Cougar and Binkley Diamond Jewelers in lovely downtown Brighton.
All right. Is it time?
Not yet. Just kidding. It's time.
Yes. All right. As we said.
The process, there were up to 9 ways to enter.
Right. We had more than 100 people enter, and they entered, by the way, like 290, 100, more than 100, 101 people entered with 292 entries. So on average, just under 3 entries per person.
See the
Look at
math
that.
going on?
Wow,
that was
fast.
The wheels are spinning.
Yeah.
So our winner, and of course our web guy, Austin Lee, set it up, so we just have to click a button, and we pick the winner, which we did. And you are my witnesses to the earlier pick.
I didn't see anything. Did you, Susan?
Okay.
I saw.
Right.
I don't
and
know.
The winner is John King. Excellent.
No,
Thank
it's
you to
not.
me. Congratulations. No. The winner, Nancy Filardo.
Nancy Filardo.
Yeah, Nancy Filardo.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Nancy wins the beautiful pendant worth more than $500, 14 karat gold with pearls on it from Cougar and Binkley Jewelers. Nancy only utilized 2 entries.
Wow.
We had some people who are up to 9.
So congratulations! It's just the luck of the spin of the internet web thing that
winner button.
Austin Webman.
Yeah, so blame him.
Did So congratulations to Nancy. She is a graduate of Waterford Mott High School. Went to Central Michigan.
Doing a background check.
Well, you got to check and make sure these people are real. We don't want any of these hackers.
No.
You know?
Right.
So I did do a double check.
The winner is Vladimir Putin. Oh, amazing.
So congratulations to Nancy. Definitely going to make it a nicer holiday.
Right.
So Cougar and Binkley Jewelers. And thank you so much to Mark and Barb Binkley from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers for their continued support this year. We
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
So, all right, and that concludes Mike and John's GIGO holiday giveaway. But that does not conclude the giving away.
It doesn't?
Oh no.
What are we doing now?
Well, not right now.
Okay.
But when we re-adjourn in January.
Re-adjourning?
Yeah, because we're taking next week off.
Does that mean we
get a
conjure?
break?
Yeah, we're taking a break. I mean, we're giving you a break.
That's right.
They were like, can we have a week off, please?
I thought we were going to do a holiday edition where...
Oh, yeah. Well, this is it.
We see friends.
See, this is our holiday edition. Are you kidding me?
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
When
Well,
we-
at
when-
the
yeah.
end of the week.
When we-
Unless we get snowed out on Friday.
okay. But when we come back in January, we'll have a whole new chance for people to win.
Yes,
And
we will.
it'll be courtesy of Firehouse Doors. Of course, our OG sponsor here.
That's
Mike
right.
and John got it going on. And it'll be something perfectly timed to January when you're standing there with your pockets pulled out of your pants and you've got no money because you had to buy all those gifts.
Oh, your pockets pulled out of your pants.
Yeah, you know.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the universal symbol for I'm broke. Where you got
Yeah.
doing,
I walk around like that all the time, not
Right.
just after Christmas.
So we'll have you covered. So yeah, we'll be back in January with another awesome giveaway.
All right. But between now and then, we have a few days to cover here, don't we?
Yeah.
We got stuff going on.
Well, people don't just listen or participate for the giveaways,
No. So, yeah.
right?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's not like we're bribing people.
No.
No, I say they like us, right?
Right.
They. It sounds like you're talking to a mental patient, right?
They like you.
Okay, let's go
They
back
like
to your
you a
room, Mr.
lot.
King. It's pudding
Here,
day.
put on this jacket with extra long sleeves. Okay?
Hey, this doesn't fit. Yes, we know.
Sewn in. All right. So, other things going on. We're going to talk Salvation Army.
Yes, it's a final week of bell ringing season, and
We'll get an update
Yeah, yeah.
and find out how things are going here in Livingston County. Also, coming up, our 2-cent history lesson, and we'll find out if anybody got last night's Sunday night trivia question correct. John said to me, did you forget to give away this? I was like, no, I was holding off because I didn't want to interfere
right
with the drawing. So I
Right.
said, well, hold on to that to another day this week.
Even though on Friday you said on Sunday night trivia,
We have no recording of that anywhere.
although as you did point out, you did put a disclaimer.
It's if I remember.
If I remember, and you did not.
And I remembered. I just said let's hold off on that for another. So we'll have a giveaway on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, I see.
See, that's how I
you're
was-
spreading the
Spreading
joy.
the joy.
Spread the
Yeah,
wealth
that's right.
out. You don't want to give it all. It's like if now I have these in my pocket, so I'm not walking around with empty
With your pockets a pocket
hanging
sticking out. Yeah,
that's
all right.
right.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
okay. Susan's going to be performing later on this week.
American Legion
In Howell.
in Howell,
Right.
5 to 7 on Friday during their fish fry dinner.
You know, I saw that American Legion, by the way, it's one of the most active posts in Michigan. Has I think some of the
That's 'cause
highest
Susan's gonna be there.
membership there, and very active. So very cool.
Very, very nice people, yes.
Come out and see Susan Friday night. Have fish dinner. Tartar sauce if you want. Some ketchup with
Extra.
those fries.
You can get extra.
You can get extra.
Extra tartar.
That's what I
You got the
asked.
Susan.
Or is that in your contract?
Extra tartar.
I need extra tartar sauce backstage and no tartar sauce flavored M&Ms. Thank you.
What does
So
she do with the
in
tartar
seeing
sauce?
Loverboy and Night Ranger, did that inspire you to do any add any songs to your act?
No.
No.
Simple answer, no.
No. Well, that would be kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. What songs did the crowd go with?
Yeah, what was the biggest
it's
hit of the
like,
night?
"Yay!"
The one where you're just like, oh, that was the big hit.
Sister
I mean,
Christian.
that the crowd went for, not necessarily their biggest hit, but I'm just saying.
Probably the kid is hot tonight.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And Sister Christian for
Oh, yeah.
Night Ranger.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Everybody was just like,
Were they all singing
"Oh,
Were the
Motorhead?
cell phones,
Yeah.
were the cell phones
everyone was
swaying?
just loving each other.
Until the concert was over and they all got back on Facebook and said, oh, I forgot I'm supposed to hate you.
All right. Do you want to go through some of our answers from last night's Sunday night trivia?
Speaking of Facebook.
Yes.
So,
Where everybody hates one another. It was Sunday Night Trivia brought to you by real estate agent Tanya Zirkle from Sold by Tanya Z.
Her motto, comfort is the key to home.
According to a recent survey, 10% of people say they never go here. And 70% say they avoid it whenever possible.
Right. Now, there's a lot
Work was a great answer.
There's a lot of possible answers. Yeah.
There's apparently a lot of people who are afraid of the restroom, whether it be at a mall, at work,
I mean, come on, you've seen
a gas station.
some of those restaurants.
You've seen people.
Yeah.
Kim said the roundabout in Brighton by Green Oaks Shopping Center.
That's a good one.
Now, that's
That
a
is
great local answer.
People do find ways around
But-
that. Like if I go take Lee Road and then go south 10 miles, turn around, take a dirt road back, I can avoid the roundabouts.
Look, here's how you make that triple roundabout deal. Really a lot of fun. You put some numbers on the side of your car, you put on a helmet and some goggles, and you pretend you're in the Grand Prix.
Right.
You just keep going around and around and around, and then you end up wherever you end up, south on 23, and you're in Ann Arbor.
So, but it was not the roundabouts.
No, it was not the roundabouts.
It's a good guess.
Court, said Beverly. I try to avoid court.
Yeah,
you know,
be good to avoid.
Yeah. Well, even if it's not like you're being called to court for a violation of some sort, or you got arrested.
What
But
about jury duty?
maybe jury duty.
Yeah, you have to go on jury duty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
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 Nancy, who won our big giveaway with Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, guest on a cruise ship. She avoids cruise ships. Well, isn't that where, like, when COVID first started?
Well, and it's not just COVID.
No, it's like,
I mean,
hey, stay out in the port. We don't want you to come on land.
I mean, those places are floating, you know,
That's like a
biolabs,
Yeah,
frankly.
It's not all like the Love Boat, is what they're saying.
No, well, you get that norovirus going around, and it's the poop deck takes on a completely different. So
Susan said the post office.
Yeah. You don't like it there right now.
Well, you don't like the post office?
it's a little busy.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes a little grumpy.
And people, people are not nice right now.
What?
It's
Yeah,
I got to get my package delivered. Get out of my way.
Right.
Yeah. It's nuts.
See, here's the thing. This time of year, because I try to go out of my way to be more pleasant. Now, the rest of the year, I'm
You
grumpy
would
and
think.
mad. This time of the year, though, I take an effort to be, you know.
When are you going to start
people,
that?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Not around you.
Okay, just checking. Donna said the Secretary of State's office.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Lori said the doctor.
Right.
Going to the doctor. Try to avoid that.
Madonna said Black Friday, so anywhere on Black Friday.
Let's see.
The dentist guest.
Laura said church. Trying to avoid church.
Shelby says jail.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
10% say they never gone to jail, so 90% have been to jail at some point, according to Shelby.
They never go to jail. They collect their $200 and pass go.
IKEA. Greg says IKEA, which
Well,
IKEA is, you know, you got to. That's a whole day.
people love
That's a
that.
day thing. You got. That's the whole day.
You know what that
yeah.
is? It's a maze.
You,
When
gotta
you get in there
those
and you're
Swedish meatballs.
Well, you got to plan in the meal.
Sure.
You got to plan in the where the hell am I and how the hell do I get out of here?
I'm in the towel section and I meant to be in the cabinets.
I want out.
Donna said a funeral home. Can relate to that. Walmart from Christian.
Right.
Carla said the attic.
Yeah.
The attic or a crawl space. Which is worse? A crawl
I think
space?
crawl space.
Crawl space. Yeah.
For
sure.
There's mice down there. Rats. By the way, we're coming to you from John's crawl space.
It's a basement. But
Basement.
pretty big crawl space. It's a walk space. Yeah. So
said
lots of good answers.
The in-laws house.
The in-laws house was another good one, right? Try to avoid that. Our correct answer, though, was related to the facilities,
Yes.
but it's a very specific kind of facility.
Either a porta potty or an outhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, for guys, let's face it,
Look, if
we've got it easier.
Yeah,
if we,
it's easier.
I mean, I try to. If I don't have to, I don't. But if I have to, I mean, you know,
Do you go by that? How long can I hold it for?
right? But if you really, it's not that big a deal for us. I mean, for just if we're standing up, let's put it that way. And for women, though,
you know what? Let's not be so gender specific here, because women can go outside too if they want.
Yeah.
In the bushes,
right?
Kind
But
of
not as easily.
No, but I'm just saying.
Are you going to drop trowel and crouch
If you
behind a tree?
practice, you can get really good at it.
Oh, really? What kind of practice? That's what high school was for.
Back when Daddy was the mayor.
We did a lot of like cow tipping and stuff when I was younger. So.
Yeah, you're outside, it's like we can't run into,
Right.
Little Chef.
So, yes. Generally,
Little Chef, I have to pee.
I did actually have a thing about public restrooms. I would go home and then go back out.
Right, if you had to.
Yeah, if I had to.
There's been some gas station ones that were questionable in our day.
I remember once one of my kids was like 2. They were still being potty trained, and we're on the road, and they were like, I gotta go. And I pulled over. It was like the only gas station for miles around. I walk in. This place was just like, I walk in the bathroom. I'm like, holy hell. Don't touch anything. And I like held them over the toilet. So they just go. And I'm thinking, your pee getting on me would be cleaner than me touching anything in this bathroom. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do as a parent.
Yes, you do.
Potty training my daughter was just horrific for me for that public restroom reason. Like it just literally made me cringe. And of course, here she is, dangling her feet around, like hugging the toilet with her bare feet, flipping her touching everything. I'm like, will you just please go to the bathroom?
And that was pre-wipes, where we had wipes for everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. No, we used to go to and still do go to the Thanksgiving parade in Detroit. And my son at the time was probably 3, had to pee. It's like, okay, we're using a porta potty. And then you got the leggings, all the winter gear. So, trying to get that off, and then I'm doing the same thing, John. I'm just holding him above that because he wasn't tall enough to reach over.
Right.
So you're kind of holding and aiming at the same time. And
someone comes in and surprises you. You turn around fast. Oh, sorry!
It's like a squirt gun. Yeah. So I felt bad for the next person because his aim was no better than mine at the time.
It was a men's bathroom, so they know what they're getting into.
No, it was a porta potty. So
oh well, right.
Yeah. All right. So porta potty or outhouse.
Right.
And I don't know. Sometimes you think about it, like a real outhouse.
Have you ever been in a real outhouse?
Like when we were kids at camp or something like that. Oh man, no! It just smells so bad. You're better off peeing by a tree. Because they don't clean sometimes. It's just a hole in the ground.
What?
Every year, maybe 2 years, they come and move that and shovel in.
Right. At Boy Scout camp, and they called it the latrine. Yeah. That's when you know. Yeah, when they call it the latrine, you're like, uh-oh. It's a hole in the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was last night's Sunday night trivia.
You're
and
welcome.
A lot for you to think about today.
Yeah.
Indoor plumbing is a good thing.
And we're sorry.
Yeah. Did someone guess that?
Yeah, we had a few.
Oh.
Yeah, we did get a few winners.
Okay.
So a lot of people said a public bathroom, or Sally was one who got an outhouse or a porta potty. So, and 3 people liked Sally's answer. So they don't like to pee in outhouses either.
No.
Especially when Sally's in there.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
Yeah. No matter how many of those little pucks they throw in there, it still doesn't smell good. All right. So Salvation Army doing their annual bell ringing collecting here and around Livingston County, and of course nationwide. And I haven't really seen too many bell ringers like.
I've seen quite a few.
I've seen a few, but not as much as in the past. So I don't know if it's becoming tougher to get more volunteers or.
Well, this past Saturday was the Public First Responders Day across Livingston County. And of course, it was in honor of Steve Moor, firefighter from Howell, who passed away recently. Good friend of the podcast. Yes. And so they did it in his honor. And his wife, Nikki Moor, is the development director at the Salvation Army of Livingston County. And we're going to give her a call right now. And sort of as they go into this final week of bell ringing, this is your chance to make sure that you can pitch in and help out.
Hello.
Hey, Nikki, it's Mike and John and Cougar. Mike and John got it going on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
So Nikki, this past Saturday was Public Responders, First Responders Day, I should say, across Livingston County. All the different fire departments and first responders were sort of out there doing a challenge to try and raise money. And it was in honor of your husband, Steve, of course, who was a great friend of the podcast and we just admired greatly. And how did that go on Saturday?
Well, I think it went very well. I won't have the numbers exactly until later this morning, but there was a great response, and it was great getting out there and seeing everybody. Of course, I had to wear his Howl Fire jacket, in honor of him, and even his motorcycle club was out there ringing.
Awesome.
So it's humbled that they did that for us,
right.
This year. And the winner, whichever department raised the most money, will get a trophy for the First Responders Steve Moore Memorial Challenge. So it's pretty exciting, and I think we're going to do that in the coming years.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if you think that'll be somewhat of a tradition in honor of Steve.
Yes, we're planning on having a plaque made for our office that has his picture on it, and then the name of each department that wins every year will be placed on that plaque, and then there'll be a trophy delivered to the individual departments as well.
Yeah.
He was a big supporter of our mission and the bell ringing, so this was just a way of them to honor him. And,
great. Yeah, absolutely, and we think it's very fitting that, of course, moving on, that this will become an annual thing in Steve's memory. But we are in the final week of bell ringing as we approach Christmas, and we should remind folks the money that they're putting into the kettles. Where does this money go? What is it used for?
Okay, so this money goes into our general operating fund, and it is used for Livingston County. About 82% of all monies that we bring in goes back into the community. This year, with Severe Weather Network closing down, we will see an increase in the need for shelter funds. So the kettles help in all of those aspects: utilities, pantry, our summer lunch brunch program, our housing. All of the programs we have, the kettles help with all of that.
Yeah, when you refer to utilities and such, some of those funds going to help out folks who may have trouble paying their utilities or even rent, things of that nature, to keep them from becoming homeless and needing a place to stay.
Yes, exactly.
And now the bell ringers, you've got all out. I've seen them at various places, but for folks that are going to be out this last week, and it's the week before Christmas, so this is when most of the men are out doing their Christmas shopping.
I don't know what you're talking about, John.
So, where should they be paying? Where are they going to find the bell ringers at?
So we, like you said, we're across Livingston County. We're at the Kroger stores, the Bush's stores, Walmart's, both Howell and Fowlerville. You'll find us at Jonah's, JCPenney's. So we tried to hit Rural King. We tried to hit each community. At least one grocery store in each community. So you just listen for that bell. Before Saturday, we were at about $101,000, and our goal is $195,000. So we still have quite a bit to go. So we need to stuff those kettles this week.
And as you said, you haven't yet calculated the challenge day from Saturday.
Correct.
So that will go in. That will be added on to the $101,000.
It will,
Good.
yes. And my guesstimate, I don't know, I'm optimistic that it's going to be more than this, but generally with first responders, they bring in a good amount, depending on the year, anywhere from $13,000 to $20,000. It just depends on the year. So that's going to help a great deal. It is one of our biggest bell ringing days of the year.
Right.
Now, is there a way for folks still to donate online as like an online kettle too?
Absolutely. They can send their donation in and just specify that it's for the kettle campaign. They can go online to SalvationArmyLivingston.org and donate there and specify that they would like this to go towards the kettle campaign.
And this is a question I get asked a lot of times. I know you do too. In terms of like Mike said, you can go online and make an electronic donation there. But for a lot of folks that are coming in and out of the grocery store, and maybe they don't have cash or they have change, most people do. But if they don't, or they think like, "Gosh, I wish I could just do it right there at the kettle," is that something that is all ever going to be on the horizon in terms of being able to like tap a QR code or whatever? I mean.
We actually have that now.
Oh, well, then okay. I'm glad that I was able to make that happen.
Thanks, John. Yeah.
So tell us about that.
You can swipe your card right at the kettle.
we have Apple Pay and we have a QR code and Google Pay, I believe. There's several of them, and you could just, scan it and send your donation right in there if you don't have cash on hand.
All right. So for those folks who are like, I don't have any cash. No, we've got Apple Pay right here.
There's many other ways. Because really, I mean, people don't really carry a lot of cash around with them anymore. Right. So it's great that the kettles are going to be accommodating that.
Now, how long have you been doing that?
I believe only last year was our first full year, I believe, with having them printed on all the signs. Not too long, just a couple years.
Right, because I think, like I said, I actually did have somebody ask me in the last week about that, and I was like, gosh, I'm not sure. But now we are sure. That's why we talked to you, the development director with the Livingston County Salvation Army. And the bell ringers will they be out on Christmas Eve?
Yes, we'll be out on Christmas Eve. I believe they ring until about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So usually it's 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then this Saturday, because of Christmas Eve, we cut it a little short.
Sure.
If somebody wanted to make a donation afterwards, we will be collecting through the end of the year. They can send it to our office, P.O. Box 647, Howell 48844, and that will go directly to our office and right into our Christmas funds.
And that's part of those numbers through the end of the year will be added to the annual campaign numbers.
Yes, exactly.
All right, excellent. All right, well, Nikki Moor, Development Director for the Salvation Army of Livingston County, thank you for joining us, and we hope folks are going to use this final week to give generously and hit that goal.
Yeah, and let us know when you get the numbers in, who the winning emergency response team was.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll announce that on the podcast.
I will. I appreciate you guys so much. It's always a joy to talk to you guys, and your support of the Salvation Army and my husband and my family. It's greatly appreciated. You guys are the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Nikki, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so still time to get those donations in for Salvation Army, where they're ringing the bell. And I knew they had other ways to pay.
Like I said, I had somebody ask me in the last week, and I'm like, gosh, I'm not sure. But now I am.
Why did they think you would know?
Yeah, well, because I was going to ask the person, and I just did.
Oh, that's
because I just
silly
did.
Me.
That's why. All right.
News
just like they were expecting you to give away a $50 gift certificate of trivia, and did you? But no.
Susan, pull that knife out of my back. There's probably a few of them back there. Yeah. All right.
So okay. Anyway, hey, it's Mike and Jack Got It Going On, brought to you by Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County residents for almost 25 years. Family owned, they strive to treat each customer like family. Veteran owned, Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. They're your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they have been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. And like we said, coming up, beginning January 2nd, your chance to win something special, courtesy of Firehouse Doors that you will very much appreciate when you're broke.
I wonder what that could be.
Which you will be in January.
If you're not broke already.
Well, yeah.
Plan on it by January. Hey, you know what today is?
Monday.
It's Charlie Brown's birthday. It is.
It is.
Happy birthday to Charlie Brown.
Charlotte
Brown.
Yeah,
but
Charlotte Brown.
Charlotte goes by Charlie.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Now, how old is Charlie?
Well, she was born in 1996.
Okay, so do the math.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a baby.
Yes, she is.
She's 26 years old.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Charlie.
Happy birthday, dear Charlie.
Kind of young, kind of wild, Charlie. See how I did that mash in there? Yeah, mash up.
Yeah.
So Charlie celebrating number 26
Speaking of Charlie Brown, the Lions won yesterday.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
And again, as they won in typical Lions fashion.
What happened
minute.
to being optimistic? You got to go and be, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm just saying.
Don't do it. Don't touch.
Look. Lucy's teeing up the football. Come on, Lions fans.
Hey, they're 7-7. When's the last time you could say the Lions won 7 games?
I agree. This was unexpected.
Probably.
This is no. Actually, just go back to Jim Caldwell.
Well, still, it was a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. You took us to the playoffs. You're fired.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring in this big fat scruffy guy from New England who can really lose. All right, excellent. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Yukon Cornelius?
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm
Matt Patricia. My big ass pencil.
Right. I'm just a big ass. Anyway, but I digress.
I think, you know what? Maybe they won't go to the playoffs. Maybe they won't. They're at least enjoyable to watch.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, and they managed to win yesterday despite blowing it a
exciting.
couple times.
Yeah.
So that's new for us. So you should enjoy the excitement.
And I am
Is it new for us?
Well,
Is it new for the Lions to bring us to the brink of maybe
Well, that's just a game. I'm talking about this season.
I'm talking about the whole season, though.
You know what?
I'm saying is it, though? Because this is what the Lions kind of do. They bring us to the brink. They make us believe.
Why
And
do
then
you
they
gotta
go,
poo-poo on everything?
because
You're
you
the
want to know
king
why?
poo. You're king poo.
Because of 50 years of the Lions. That's why.
Well, still, I'm not saying they're going to go. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl or anything like that. But they're fun to watch.
No, I'm just
It
saying,
is fun.
for
It's
all the
exciting.
people that are like, this is the year, and we're going on. I'm like, just let them win.
You know what? If they
I am
win,
loving
that's
the
great.
reaction of the teams that they play and they win against.
Right.
They're just like, are you kidding me? We just lost
That's right.
to the Lions.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
And then you had the Vikings, who the Lions just beat, have the biggest comeback in NFL history. So
Right.
And unfortunately, they're in the same division as the Lions.
And they have a far better record.
Yeah.
But
the Lions beat them, and they were 10-2 at the time.
Yeah, well.
So come on now.
That won't matter.
They made them mad so they could go and pull this win off.
So they're 7-7, and there's 2 games left.
So
they can finish 9-7 if they run the table. They win. They're 9-7, and I think that would make them eligible for a wild card, or they would get the wild card.
I think they would get the.
They would get the wild
There's
card.
2 other things
right.
that have to happen.
Right, that's the thing. Other teams have to win and lose, and
that happens.
Yeah.
The NFL is a crazy place.
It is crazy.
They're nuts, I tell you.
So, yeah, well.
This has been one of those years where, well, look at it. You got Stafford, who won the Super Bowl last year with the Rams. He's out for the season, and his team sucks. They're like 3-10 or something now.
Right. But they got their Super Bowl.
And Tom Brady and the Bucks, they're not doing well at all.
And he's in the middle of a divorce, and he's all, he's all...
you can't blame the divorce on the rest of the guys' play.
No, I'm just saying, he's a little distracted.
Distractions?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, If you're divorcing Giselle...
I know, she's the money. She's the
This
moneymaker
kind
in the
of calls
family,
into question your decision making.
Maybe it was her decision.
I think it was, actually. I think it was her decision.
Maybe she's just saying, you know what?
I'm
done with you.
You know what? Goodbye.
I'm not going to get myself a Tom Brady McKnight light. Heck no.
No.
You know what's a winning nightlight? A Mike and John got it going on nightlight.
It sure is.
There's still time for you to get yours.
From McKnightlights.com.
Yes.
That's right. Upload a photo of a loved one, favorite pet, cherished memory, or has-been sports star, whatever you like. McKnightlights.com.
Light up your porta potty.
You could do
your
that.
restroom.
Of course, if your porta potty has power...
That's
I would
cool.
just suggest you just get an indoor bathroom. But that's just me.
Might need a fan in there.
Okay.
You can light up that fan with a Mike and John
Sure
got
can.
it going on nightlight.
At McKnightlights.com. And of course, Christmas coming up here. You can arrange for local pickup, so it's not too late. Go ahead, go online, McKnightlights.com. $20 each. For one of these high-quality liquid resin night lights with a unique picture, whatever you like. If you buy more than one, they're $15 a piece. And if you buy 4 or more, free shipping. But, of course, you can do local pickup if you want to make sure it's under the Christmas tree. That's McKnightlights.com.
You know, I just thought of something. Wouldn't it be cool to have a Mike and John Christmas tree with all of our McKnight lights all over that thing? That would be something.
Let's ask somebody normal.
What, 6 days?
Would that be cool? Would that be cool?
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Seeing if you put like a green light in one, a red one,
I think
white
we know.
one, it would really be cool.
I think we know.
Maybe for the star, you could put the...
There you go.
Well,
We're on
yes.
top.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. We're like angels.
Oh, yeah, now we're really... Wow. So, okay. Well, now I know why you like the Lions there.
Wow.
You'll believe in anything.
Man.
Yeah. So... hey, it is, of course, Monday, and it is time for our Match Monday, which we do with Orchard's Children's Services. And
unless John forgets on Monday, like he did last Monday.
not.
Oh, it's your fault.
So Mandy, of course, 16-year-old, very outgoing, personable young lady, loves to read books, be creative, especially working on diamond art. She's a very hard worker, considers herself a good student, takes pride in doing well in school. Mandy has a great sense of humor and loves to joke around. She hopes to visit Disney World one day. Mandy wants a forever family, and so she can eat meals every night with her family and watch TV together. This is something that I think, any kid would want. And these teams that Orchard Children's Services are featuring, of course, they're just looking for a forever home. And if you have the room in your home and heart to do that, contact Orchard Children's Services and find out more. Maybe Mandy is the person that can fill that space, of course. And we would like to see Mandy find her forever home as well. And that's Orchard's Children's Services, and we're happy to work with them.
All the teens that we featured on Match Mondays. So look into that if you have the means and the space and would like a new family member. Why not? Our 2-cent history lesson today. It's oatmeal muffin day, by the way. If you're going to have a muffin,
No.
make it oatmeal today.
I don't think so.
It's National Hard Candy Day. All right. Best and worst hard candy. Susan?
I don't know what they're called, but they're Christmas candy, and they've got ridges like all around them, and they're red and green, obviously.
Oh, I know the ones you're talking about. Do they shape like a football almost?
Yes.
Yeah, I know the kind you're talking about.
Those are horrible. Please don't give
I was keeping that to right. I'm like, really? She likes those?
No, we're
Okay,
going best
whatever.
and worst, so this is the worst.
That's the worst.
That's
those
the
are
worst.
horrible.
Okay, so what's the best, you think?
Well, it doesn't have to be Christmas, right?
No, just a hard candy.
I like the Werther's.
I knew she was going to say Werther's Original.
Do you have one,
I
Grandpa?
don't have any.
No. Look, you're reaching into your pocket like,
Grandpa,
hold on, girl.
Here,
There you
Tommy,
go.
have
There
a
you go.
Werther's Original.
I got to tell you.
Those are good, though.
They are good.
As much as you make fun of them in a Reese's or Rieslingers, whatever they're called.
Oh, Riesingers?
Reason.
No, whatever they are.
Yeah, the
you know
dark
those.
chocolate ones. Those are good,
I know
too.
the types you're
They're related to Werther's.
Yeah,
They
right.
should mix those two.
That's their European
Swirl.
cousin. So I think the best hard candy, frankly, Cherry Lifesavers.
Cherry and Lifesavers.
It's the classic to me.
It is a classic.
I do like the root beer barrels.
See, now I'm not a big fan of the root beer.
Those are
barrels,
okay.
But
All right.
the Werther's Originals.
Yeah, those are the best.
you just have to make your own man joke, don't you? Now, if I had an old sweater on and I could pull it out of the pocket like Mr. Rogers, I'd give you a Werther's Original.
I bet you would.
It's Look for an Evergreen Day,
Oh.
in case you haven't gotten your tree yet. If you're doing that last minute Christmas tree
Is this what
shopping.
you're looking for? The Reasons?
Reason, those are
Reason.
I think they're right. Reason.
Chewy chocolate caramel covered in rich European chocolate. I told you it was their European cousin.
Now what about Werther's? Where are they from? Germany?
Probably from New Jersey.
No, they're not. That's not a Jersey name. You're going over to the Werther's house. Werther's.
All right. Werther's. Oh, they're from Germany.
See?
So they're both foreign.
Can't have that foreign
I don't want
candy.
any foreign candy.
I want that Hershey's crap made in Pennsylvania.
That's right.
All right. Let's look for an evergreen day. And on this day, the 19th of December, 2-cent history brought to you by Oakland Insurance, Drew Goebel and Company. He's not from a foreign country.
No.
He's right here, local.
Michigan-based,
Yes, he is.
along with Frankenmuth Insurance.
It's on this day in 1732. Ben Franklin, with his glasses on the end of his nose, published the first Poor Richard's Almanac. Poor Richard.
And?
What else do you have?
that was it? I thought you were going somewhere.
Poor Richard's
Yeah,
Almanac.
yeah, okay.
1843, Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol on this date in 1843, and it sold 6,000 copies.
Wow.
How about that? A Christmas Carol. Scrooge.
I see. Okay. Okay. Sure.
All I got to do to get him in that mode is just mention the Lions in playoffs.
Okay. Okay, Tiny Tim. God bless us, one and all. This is the year,
I missed
isn't
one.
it?
1777 on this day. General George Washington settled his troops at Valley Forge in Pennsylvania for the winter.
You settle over here in the snow.
Yeah.
I'll be up in the house. Good luck. See you in the spring.
I thought, when you're a kid and you're growing up and you're learning about the Revolutionary War and Washington crossing the Delaware and then Valley Forge. And then in 1976 with the Boy Scouts, I went to Pennsylvania to see the Liberty Bell and everything. And we went to Valley Forge and it was like, this is it? It was like a hill.
Yeah.
It was, nothing there. So here, pitch a tent. Good luck, boys.
That's pretty much what it was, too.
I'm telling you.
See you in the spring.
A little rock wall. Over.
If you smell the good food cooking, that'll be coming from the house, but you stay there. Don't worry. Congress will take care of you.
Yeah, they will. When you retire.
Talk to you in the spring.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Good luck. 1917, the National Hockey League played its first game on artificial ice in Toronto. Fake ice.
So, was that indoors, I'm assuming?
I would imagine it was, man-made ice.
Because
otherwise,
you said fake ice.
Well, it's an artificial ice,
right.
So I'm assuming that would be.
So before that, were the rinks only outdoors?
I believe so.
Okay. Were they in like rickety sheds?
In Valley Forge,
like the Mount Pleasant Casino.
Yeah, it was a shed.
Yeah.
No, that was a steel shed.
Oh, okay.
1919, the American Meteorological.
Say that twice.
Meteorological. Give us a little song about meteorology. Society was founded.
You gonna give her a chance?
Come on.
No, that's all right. You just go.
Meteorological.
Meteorological.
You're laughing over there. Go ahead.
I'm just
you're
digging your own. You're digging your own hole over there. I'm fine.
It was on this day in 1958 the first radio broadcast was made from space. A recorded message of peace from President Eisenhower.
Right.
1958.
We interrupt this moment of peace to bring you a commercial from Werther's Originals.
Yeah. Do you know what the message was?
You said it was a message of peace.
It was a message of peace.
Yeah.
Right.
Not saying like peace. I don't think you were saying war.
It was like, I'm coming for you, Murdoch. 1970.
Where's Jeff? I'm coming for you. I have skills.
1970. Disposable razors went on sale. The old throwaways, little plastic ones, a Bic probably.
Now those are the first ones I ever. Yeah, the Bic kind.
Yeah, that one blade.
That you try when you started shaving, you used those. And then you, of course, when they came up with the advanced razor technology, now they got 7-blade machetes or whatever that smooth. But have you ever gone back and used one of those cheap ones?
Oh God, they're terrible.
I tried to use it. I was like, I forgot where we were staying, and somebody said, there's some extra razors in the cabinet.
There's some complimentary ones.
And I'm like, and I use them like blood and just like peel off my cheek. I'm like,
we got half a toilet
hell
on your face.
What is this thing?
1979, Elvis Presley's personal physician, Dr. George Nicolopoulos.
Dr. Nick
Nicolopoulos.
Yeah.
He was charged with illegally and indiscriminately prescribing over 12,000 tablets of uppers, downers, and painkillers.
What? No way.
During a 20-month period. 12,000.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Hey, Dr. Nick.
Although he was acquitted at the time, he was charged again in 1980 and again in 1992 and was stripped of his medical license.
Finally got
in July of 1995.
Yes, they finally got
How many years later?
Yeah, well,
that's a lot of uppers and downers later.
Yeah. 1997. The movie Titanic opened in theaters.
What's that movie with the Titanic in it? The one with the
big
boat.
You mean Titanic? Yeah. No. Yeah, the one. Yeah, what's it called? Titanic. Yeah, I know, but what's the name of the movie?
$1.8 billion worldwide.
Yeah. Of course, that was directed by one James Cameron, who
Jimmy C.
this week put out the new Avatar movie.
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Which, and I guess it only made $137 million.
That's it.
Which was disappointing because they were shooting for 150.
Jimmy, you're disappointed.
But yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool.
All right, well, don't ruin the ending on that one. I still have to see Titanic.
So, well, those two aren't related.
No, but still.
Well, that would be an interesting sequel.
I may have a Cameron weekend coming.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to start with the Terminator.
You got to start with Terminator, yeah, of course.
1998, President Clinton was impeached. 42nd chief executive became only the second in history to be ordered to stand trial in the Senate, where, like Andrew Jackson before him, was acquitted.
Right. Right.
There will be others that impeached.
Trump said, "Hold my beer." That's a record. I'll set a record.
And finally, 2015, 23 years after it was released, Michael Jackson's classic Thriller album became the first to sell more than 30 million copies in the U.S. That is your 2-cent history lesson. I think we learned a little something today.
Yeah, we did.
Werther's and Reason
are made in Germany. Yeah, we didn't know.
There you go.
I mean, I guess I kind of.
I don't know. Werther's kind of sounded like.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I think it's odd that Thriller came out right before Christmas.
Did it?
Well, no, it finally hit 30 million in 2015.
Oh, it hit 30
yeah, that was
But
a year.
Thriller, the video was it was in December.
It was in it was around Halloween. I think they timed it to be around Halloween.
That's what I
if
thought.
I remember correctly.
I don't know if you remember correctly or not. I don't know if you do.
Yeah.
You're talking the album or the
Yeah.
song?
Well, I guess the album. Are you talking the album?
It's pronounced Thriller.
Thriller.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Okay. Is it meteorological?
Pretty close.
Dr. Nick.
And when Dr. Nick, hey,
Dr.
Dr. Nick.
Dr.
By the way,
Nick.
Dr. Nick went on to be Michael Jackson's anesthesiologist. Yeah, here, this will put you out.
Couple days.
Oop, just caught a TikTok video. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Was it a good
Throwing
one?
Michael Jackson official video, October 3rd. Oh, no, wait a minute.
Wait.
No, I'm getting a Vivo thing. Oh,
Right, do you need
there's
to-
Thriller there. We can't play that because we'll get charged for that. Put the release of. You want the album or the song? Because
let's see. The video debuted on MTV December 2nd,
See?
1983.
Isn't that
So,
weird that it's like close to Christmas and not Halloween?
well, you got to sell the albums for Christmas. Look what's coming for Christmas.
That's
everybody.
true. Right.
Everybody gets Michael
Right.
Jackson's Thriller.
Monsters,
Yeah, there you go.
zombies.
Yeah,
homages.
that's what Christmas is all about.
It sure is. And dancing.
I guess so.
Wow. I mean, when you think about it, you mentioned Christmas Carol. Dickens put out a Christmas Carol. Was it on this date and whenever? And
Yes. Not whenever it was.
when you think about, because Christmas Carol is kind of that's a scary story. I mean, ghosts are coming and they're scaring the bejesus out of this guy.
But it's about
1843.
Christmas.
Right. Ultimately, he ends up with the Christmas spirit, but they got to scare him into it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
so
true.
you better have the Christmas spirit,
Scaring tech.
or you're gonna die unloved. I've got it. It's a great
Message
story.
received.
Message received.
So, what was your favorite version, though, of A Christmas Story? Besides
Oh.
Mr. Magoo.
Muppets.
The Muppets?
Muppets
really?
Christmas Carol
I liked
with
Scrooge.
Michael Caine, who, by the way, if you ever see the Muppets Christmas Carol, Michael Caine, like everyone else in that movie, it's Muppets. They're goofy, they're having fun, they're joking around. Michael Caine, like, I don't know if anyone told him he was in a comedy, because he plays that Scrooge, like,
Well, he was Scrooge.
you know,
he-
right.
See, and I liked Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Well,
and that
yeah,
was
that's
almost 30 years
that
ago,
was
something like that.
A version, yes. I think it was more, that was like 89.
Yeah, something like that.
I like the Christmas Carol that Jim Carrey played in. It was like
Well, I don't remember that
it
one.
was kind of like, what do you call it? Where it's kind of half animated, half not. You know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
recall that one.
I don't
Wow,
either.
All right.
Was it the Mask Christmas special?
It was. Do not go in there.
Actually, it would have been, yeah, I think. Yeah. So. Ace Ventura Christmas
I
Carol.
don't know. I think the Flintstones had a pretty good cartoon version.
I guess it'd be considered animated, but it was very what is it, like CGI or whatever,
Yeah.
where you can actually see Jim Carrey's face so clear.
We're checking into this. Oh, yeah, it is a Christmas Carol.
I did. Gary Oldman and Colin Firth. How did I miss this? Wow.
See?
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Look
All
at that.
We got something to
Look at
watch
something
now.
It's very good.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
He did a really good job.
Huh!
Things that make you go, huh?
See, you learn a little more than you anticipated in the history lesson.
That's right, you do. And of course, why? Because it's brought to you by Drew Goebel with Oakland Insurance. And Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance, by the way. And of course, Frankenmuth known for their Christmas decor.
Yes.
And Drew's been known to give those white elephant gifts of Goebel beer to his friends. Do they still make?
I don't think you can.
I don't know.
Is that made
if you get a Goebel? No, I think Goebel was a Detroit beer, if I'm not mistaken. Goebel was terrible.
We're really
beer.
doing some brand searching today. It was brewed in Detroit.
Yeah, it was like Stroh's crap. You know, if you thought Stroh's
it was
bad,
acquired by Stroh's.
Yeah,
right.
And if you didn't like Stroh's, you're like, oh, here, have some crappier beer, and make Stroh's taste a little better.
The beer, billed as a light lager, was golden in color.
Oh yeah.
But noticeably drier
That's why it
than
was
most
gold.
everyday beers of the era. Their longtime mascot was a bantam called Brewster Rooster,
Oh yeah, Brewster Rooster.
who wore attire with Goebel's logo, and the beer was a longtime sponsor of Detroit Tigers baseball broadcasts.
Brought to you by Goebel. Good afternoon, everybody. Have a Goebel. Drew Goebel from Oakland Insurance.
Oh, right. I forgot.
248-647-2500 for all your insurance needs.
Absolutely. And we thank Drew for his support, of course, through the years. And we want to mention again, of course, Nancy Filardo, the winner of the Mike and John GIGO Holiday Giveaway, a beautiful pendant courtesy of Cougar Monday Jewelers. And,
Yes.
do you want to maybe give Nancy a call?
Do we have Nancy's
I
number?
think we do have Nancy's number.
Well, write Nancy's number down, or I can have you punch it in my phone.
I'll punch it in your phone.
Yeah.
Do
that.
Take care of some other stuff.
Take care of some other business? Okay. I'll take care of some other stuff over here. By the way, coming up tonight in Monday Night Trivia, we will give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows.
Yeah, it does. It knows that you ought to be there at Murphy's Family Auto.
That's right.
Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you 5% off. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com.
All right. Do we got to do an ID check? Like a voice ID?
See, I mean, I didn't really.
My phone has a lie detector on it.
We'll have to see what happens.
Wouldn't that be cool if
She
you
probably
had a
thinks
phone
you're
with a
some
lie
sort of-
detector on it?
I think she probably thinks you're.
I'm a telemarketer.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know this number.
That's right.
I'm not answering this.
Hi, this is Nancy Filardo. Leave your name and number after the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Very businesslike,
Yeah, it was
right to the
very-
point. Okay. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. It's
Hi,
Mike and
Nancy.
John and Cougar from
Yeah.
Mike and John Got It Going On.
You just sent us your cell number, and we immediately have telemarketed you.
Yes, we have.
You're welcome.
Would you like to give us your necklace? No, just kidding. We wanted to congratulate you on being the winner in our giveaway with Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. So congratulations.
Yay,
Right.
congratulations.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. Wait, what?
The Green Giant originated in 1932.
Was there ever a Green Giant Christmas? There should have been.
Little sprout sitting by the tree.
I bet you there.
I hope I get beans and broccoli.
He's Googling it.
I of course I have. Green Giant Christmas.
I don't think so.
There had to be an ad though, where he was like, "Yeah, there's one there, hanging out with Santa Claus."
I was really hoping for.
He's a lot bigger than Santa.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Well,
I was really hoping for a can of beans for Christmas, Santa. Thanks. No, I wasn't. If you got a can of beans in your stocking,
well, let's.
Oh,
can you
man.
be like, can I have some coal? At least I can do something.
All right.
All right. Well,
Congratulations once again to Nancy.
absolutely.
Yes. So I was driving in this morning, and I was kind of trying to think of a Christmas song. So this is what I got.
All right.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but I'm here with John and Michael. Since we got nowhere to go, let it giggle, let it giggle, let it giggle.
Wow.
No,
Off the
very
top
nice.
of your head
All
on the
right,
way
thank you.
in.
Good job. Good job. All right.
Let it giggle. T-shirts available in the Mike and
Right.
John merch store.
Right.
Right.
You know what?
You know, on this date in future history lessons will be when the GIGO Christmas
Oh,
song
wait, how about
was
this? How
debuted.
about this? Let's see. It doesn't show signs of stopping, so they've got their merch for shopping. The lights are turned way down low. McKnight Night lights is the way to go.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Okay.
look at this all off the top of her
Amazing.
head.
We're like part of the creative process by sitting here while she creates. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
Speaking of which, by the way, we would like to offer you
Ooh.
a Christmas present. This is from Mike and myself.
Aw,
We want to
how
thank you for
sweet.
your contributions
And
to the
putting
show.
up with our crap.
Yeah, well, that too. When you first offered to join us on the podcast, I'm like, really? You know, I was like, it's in my basement. You realize?
Questioning my,
Your judgment? Yes.
Yeah. She's a little wackadoodle.
But no, we really thoroughly appreciate your.
Jesus. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
I think.
Hold that thought.
Hold that thought. Is this Nancy?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Nancy Filardo. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now we're still on the podcast right now,
Yes, we
so
are.
we just want to make sure you're okay if we talk to you and record this and play it back and
For eons to come.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Gotta check the
All right. So Nancy, how did you find out about the podcast?
Well, I'm on your email list, so I found out that.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
then I went on to the actual podcast and signed up there.
Right. Now, do you get our daily email newsletter?
Yes.
Okay, with the news headlines. All right, excellent.
Yes.
And now, according to our calculations, you signed up 2 different ways.
Oh, really?
She didn't know that, John.
It's like a bonus.
Because there are different ways you could sign up by signing up for a newsletter. You could sign up by going for the YouTube channel or the Facebook page, or there were multiple ways to do it. And you chose 2 of them. One of those was your winner.
Ah.
Yeah. So.
I do remember doing that now. I thought at first you were telling me I did it with 2 different emails.
No. It was all perfectly legal. It was all part of the rules. There was multiple ways. Actually, there were up to 9 different ways you could enter. So you only utilized 2 of them, and you still won.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's,
very lucky.
yes, I guess so.
All right. So a beautiful pendant from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers is your grand prize, and
Are you going to keep that for yourself, or
Yeah.
you think you'll pass that on to somebody else?
No, I think I'll keep it myself.
I don't blame you. You won it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nancy, thanks for getting back to us. Thanks for being a part of the podcast and being a part of the Mike and John Got It Going On crowd. We appreciate
Okay.
that.
Well, yeah, thank you.
all
Appreciate
right.
you
Merry
too.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye. All right. Nancy Filardo.
Our winner.
All right. Now, back to Cougar. All right. So we really appreciate your contributions to the show, and we want to thank you for everything that you've brought to it, including our theme song.
Yes.
You know, so
That was.
I'm
People are
excited.
singing it in their sleep.
Yeah,
They are. Especially my husband. He loves it.
sensing some sarcasm.
Does he ask for his own theme song too?
Yeah.
Hey, how
Never
about a
wrote
little song
me
for me?
one.
That's right.
Never wrote me a song.
Well, Christmas is here. You know, you might get one for.
That's right. You never know.
You never know.
You
There you
never
go.
know.
You want to take us out of here for today?
Absolutely. Mike and John got it going on. Monday's better 'cause Cougar's on.
Yeah.
Mike and John got it going on. You've been giggling with Mike and John and Cougar. Tune in next time. Giggle on.
So you could tell your husband that he ain't got it going on yet, and when he does, he'll get a song.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just kidding.
This will be Cougar's last appearance on the podcast, apparently.
Just kidding.
So, all right, now we'll have to finish
Oh,
this
yes.
stupid book.
Yay.
I mean, this fine children's
Where are we
story.
at? Page 8?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
The pages aren't numbered, so the next page.
It was 8.
Okay. When we last left the superheroes, of course,
They stowed away on a.
well, yeah.
Space
The
shuttle.
klaxon was clanging, and it turned out that there was extra weight on board because
Yes.
of Ishkadoodle and Broomy had stowed away on the spacecraft.
That's right.
So, pick up. Inspecting the panel, the other astronaut said, "The fuel pump is plugged up. What do we do?" Mission Control called over the radio. "You've got to find some way to suck it out or you're going to crash."
My.
Wow, thought Ishkadoodle. This is serious. But then he had an idea. He reached behind and he pulled out Vroomy. The astronauts looked at each other and then back at Ishkadoodle. A vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Of course. That's just what they needed. Tune in tomorrow
To see
the exciting, not conclusion, it's still
if Roomy saved the crew.
yeah, or they all died in space.
That would be
Yeah,
That'd
So
be a downer.
great.
well, it would not be very good children's.
No.
I think you can kind of guess it. But,
Don't ruin the ending.
okay, I won't.
And don't tell me what happened to the end of Titanic.
Okay.